this is Rose Castillo with Crafty Night Owls. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I wanted to show you how to make this cute little purse. And I didn't make just yet, I'm going to work on it, I'm going to make some cards to go in it. But let me just grab a card that I have sitting here on my desk and show you that a regular size card can actually fit in there. So you could fit several cards in there with envelopes and give this away as a gift. Or you could put treats in it, you could put a scarf in there, you could put all sorts of stuff. This is a rather big purse, so for craft size anyway. It is about 5.5 inches by 4 inches tall, and then it is a couple inches wide. I'd say about 2 inches, and it is very simple to make. The thing that takes the longest is if you want to do the faux stitching, which I did here on this one, around the straps and around these pieces that I put around the bag. So other than that, it goes together really quickly, which I love. So let's see. Today I'm going to use the reverse side of the paper that I used here, and this is the Papa Pink Designer Series paper. And so I'm going to use this black and white side, and then we're going to use black strips around our purse and the black bottom and black handle. And let me give you the dimensions of all of this. You're going to need 2 pieces of Designer Series paper cut at 4 inches by 8 inches. Then you will need a piece that is 3 inches by 6.5 inches. You will need 4 of these 3/4 of an inch by 8 inches. 4 of those. Then you will need 1 inch by 11 inches, and you will need 2 of those. So this is everything that you need to decorate. This flower here is from the Rose Wonder framelits, which I used, and then I also used the stamp set. Let me grab that. Rose Wonder, and this, I don't remember if this is a bundle or if it was a bundle last year. I'll put it on the screen if it's a bundle or you have to buy them separately. So this Rose Wonder stamp set and this framelits go together, and I used this little frame along with the die cut here for my little tag there. And then I used that flower, which also has a coordinating stamp. So, and then I used the sentiment that says, what a beautiful blessing you are to me. So this would make a great gift. The other thing that I used on this one was just some rhinestones, and then I used some white baker's twine just to hang my tag. That was basically everything that I used. Oh, I did use on this one, I used my Melon Mambo marker. And then on this one, I'm going to use a gel pen, which you can find at most craft stores. Okay, so let me move this aside, get to work on one thing at a time. You will need a scoreboard or a paper cutter that has a scoreboard. And I'm just going to show you. I've already scored everything, but this is on the 6.5 inch side. You will score at 1/2 inch and 6 inches. You'll turn it and you'll score at 1/2 inch and 2.5 inches. So I've already did the score marks, so I'm just mocking that. These 2 pieces that you have that are 1 inch by 11 inch, I would put it in my score tool here, and then I would go right down 1/2 inch, but I'd go to about 1.5, and I would score all the way down to about 9.5, and that is going to give you the crease that you need so that you can fold these in half like this, and then we'll round the edges, and this is going to be your handle. So let me move this aside now. That is all the scoring that you're going to do. And to save some time today, I went ahead and I already pre-stitched all of my pieces. So I have, let's see what I'm missing. Here's 2. There's my 4 pieces. These look like roads, don't they? With my little stitching. And I just did the faux stitching with the white gel pen right along the edges. And mine are a little bit crooked, but once you put it on, you can't tell that much. And it's much like my real sewing. It's not always straight. So I'm okay with that. If you are a perfectionist and you need to get something to rule it out, then go ahead by all means. This is what your piece is going to look like in the end. You will take your strips. Let me go back to this one here. You will use a corner rounder and round the edges. And then you will add your faux stitching all around it. Then you would add some adhesive right there in the middle, and then you would go down the center like that. And I can show you with this one that's already got the faux stitching. I put adhesive on one side, just basically where my score line is, and I kind of went over the edge. So let me flip that adhesive up so it's not sticking out of my handle, and then just fold it on itself. You just don't want to go all the way to the end because we want these little pieces, you know, as part of our straps. Then I got my bone folder and I just kind of gave it a curl there so we get that arch. And then we will put some adhesive on these ends here, and we are going to glue those onto our bag in the end. This is our bottom of our box or a bag. I think this is called a bag in a box or something like that is the original term for it. I don't know who originally made it. I saw it years ago done at a Stampin' Up! Convention, and the person, I don't even remember who it was because it really was a couple of years ago. And they did it in one of the classes, I think, or something like that. And they weren't the original maker, I don't believe either. So anyway, this is just something that is really cute and a great way to package something to give as a gift. So I just cut on 4 of those score lines, met up the other score line, and then I am going to add some fast fuse to these little strips here, and so I can fold up my box. And fast fuse is really strong. You can use tear tape, you could use liquid adhesive. I've done that. You can use this fast fuse or sticky strip or whatever tape that you like. And this is my box now, the bottom of my purse. And so now I'm going to show you, these are my 4x8 pieces. On one of them, you're going to add tape or adhesive down both sides and on the bottom. Then on the other one, you can just add adhesive on the bottom. And then that will be ready for you to adhere everything. But before I do that, I'm going to glue down my strips here that are going to go on the top and the bottom of my bag. And this just really gives our bag a finished look. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. You could just do it on top, or you just do it on the bottom, whatever you decide. But I decided to do it on the top and the bottom, and I just like the way it looks, and it looks like a real purse. I'm just going to put that down. And I like to use liquid adhesive for this. It just kind of gives me that extra moment to wiggle it around if I go on a little bit crooked. And so anyway, it's just my favorite adhesive. I've said that a million times in my videos, but I'll probably continue to say it. Just try not to put too much so you don't get it to gush out like I just did. And then I'm going to go on to my next pieces. And let's put that. If you would like to purchase any of these supplies, you can always go online to my online store to place an order at www.rosecastillo.stampinup.net. Every time I say that, I think of my husband. My husband's like, you don't have to say www. I'm like, okay, but it's just a habit. So, rosecastillo.stampinup.net. I appreciate any and all orders that are placed on my online store. It just helps me to continue on as a demonstrator with Stampin' Up! And continue to make these videos, and I appreciate those orders. Right now is Celebration, so if you are still wanting to take advantage of Celebration, make sure to place a $50 order or a $100 order, a $150 order, whatever size, but for every $50 you get to choose a Celebration item, and that makes your purchase even better because you get a free item. Okay, so I'm going to start with the side, the piece that only has the one strip. I find it easiest. I peel it off. I take this and I go about halfway around the side of my box and I push my adhesive down, and then I just kind of bend and go around, and let's see, I don't want to go crooked. So, and then I go around the side, and this bag does not have creases going all the way up, so just so you notice that. That's one half. Then I always start out with just taking the bottom adhesive off, and I go, whoo, didn't mean to do that. I just go halfway and start pushing it along the edge of my little box here. And we are going to push down. Okay, so then I just go along the inside and just make sure it's stuck down to my box. The next thing I will do is I will peel this piece out. And then I just, as long as the top is lined up, I just kind of let it fall where it does. Okay. Oops, I don't know if I came out of camera for a second. There we go. Oh, I went a little crooked there. Try not to do that. And peel this off and do the same thing. And then just push down. And since my seams are here, this will be the front of my bag. Then ooh, that came off. I used Fast Fuse on these, and that's the first time I've used Fast Fuse on one of these bags, but for the handles. So hopefully it's strong enough to keep it. If not, in the past I've used just my tear tape. And so we're just going to put it there. So let's add, oops, I forgot to check off my #1 problem. And then just add along there so that it's nice and sticky and strong, and then just kind of find where you want them and make them even, and then turn it around and do the same thing. Oh, see, I started making it go off the side. I think I'm just too rough with this. I don't know. Okay, there we go. One more side to go. And there we have it. There's my bag. Isn't that super cute and super fun? Now, the last thing I'm going to do is I actually die cut this flower out, and then I took my Wink of Stella and I ran it over it just so it would have some shimmer, but you could leave the shimmer off if you want. You could use glimmer paper. Ooh, that would have been pretty. I should have done that. I just got some of the glimmer paper that's being offered with Celebration. I think that would have been pretty to do as a flower. I might have to do that later. I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive on the back of this. Just put a few little dots right in the center here. Let's see. Come on. Adhesive. There it goes. I just dot. You could also use your fine tip glue pen if you'd like, and I'm just going to add this right in the center there. And then I'm going to take a rhinestone and I'm going to put it right in the middle because bling is always better. And try to put it in the center, unlike me. Okay, push that down so it's nice and it's stuck. And then I actually already stamped and die cut this little tag, and I wanted to see which one I like better. I feel like, I can't decide. I kind of like that one better. And I actually thought about just putting it right on my bag, and I'm going to see about that. I'm going to put some dimensionals right on the back of this, and I'm going to put it on my bag instead of hanging it on the strap there. All right, so you can let me know what you think about this purse. All right, which one do you like better? I think they're both really pretty, and this one reminds me more springy. This one is just classic because it's black and white with the pop of pink, and so just like the paper, pop of pink. Anyway, I hope that you liked this project today, and if you have any questions, make sure to leave me a comment and I'd be happy to answer those. Make sure to hit the subscribe button so you can continue to see more videos by me. Thank you, and you have a great day. Bye-bye.